Okay. And Bing Bong Sing Along. We have simply never podcasted this early before in our lives. I think this is a first. 9:45 Eastern, 8:45 Central. I am one of your hosts, John Warren. This is the VGB's podcast, episode 59. With me is my forever co-host. Joining me from London, Ontario, it's Niki Grayson. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? How is London, Ontario?
That's alright.
Yeah.
It's a place.
It's a place.
You know what? They got running water.
Can you drink it?
I think so.
Okay.
I've had some of it.
Okay, good.
They do
good
keep bringing... I will say this. This hotel... Actually, there's a... This hotel has a... I checked in. Okay, first of all. I cannot talk about Tennocon convention in any
specifics, right? So
because the next calendar week, because the embargo is up tomorrow, Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not.
And it's at
for
all my listeners, all our listeners, it's at a really weird time tomorrow.
It's a weird time,
so it's like we could delay the episode, but like
no,
there are reasons why I don't want to do that, and they're really nobody's. Yeah, it's fine.
We'll do a Niki Grayson Tennocon special next week. But I can talk about things that are not related, particularly to Tennocon. For example, when I got into this hotel, I checked in, and I received my key card.
Yes.
Into the hotel, and then the desk person goes, also, we have these things called water drops, and she points at a wooden box. I'll go downstairs and I'll take a picture and I'll send it to you so we can put it in the Discord.
Okay.
And there's inside of the hotel room is the marketing material for water drops. And I'm going to read it to you.
All right, please.
Pause, drop, hydrate. Slow down to speed up at Delta Hotels by Marriott with water drop. Copyright. Take a moment to pause while flavor fizzes in your water, giving you a boost of tasty hydration during your day. Sugar-free, valuable vitamins, full of flavor. Enjoy with 14 to 20 ounces of still or sparkling water. Now, it's just a cube that Alka-Seltzer's into your water and makes it taste like something else.
Yeah.
And it has nutrients in it. It's an insane thing for Marriott to require the guests, the desk person, to try to sell me.
Yeah.
Are they available in the room? No. I looked in the drawer. The only things in there, Bible. And, what's the other book in there, John? There's 2 books in the bedside table. The Bible and...
I'll be hopeful. The Quran.
Nope, the Book of Mormon.
Okay, that was my second guess. So, cool. So, like,
not the fun one either.
You know what? Like, I appreciate it when a hotel or something says, like, yeah, here's this film. Also, we're offering the sequel. So, like, that's... I'm glad that they put the Book of Mormon in there, because it's like, you read the Bible and you're kind of like, what did Jesus get up to after all this crazy stuff?
There's got to be a third act. Where's the America arc?
Like, where's the America arc? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Some guy hallucinated the end of the world from a jail cell and then wrote the end of it, and that was it. That's it. Well, that's a weird cliffhanger. What did Jesus do after all of that? Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, that's crazy. So they're called water drops.
Yes. No. Water drop singular.
Okay.
Just one.
Yeah.
Just one. You can't see, but there's no S.
Flip it over. It says, "Do not put more than one in there." If you put more than
I'm
one in
gonna
there,
go downstairs and
you
I'm
put
gonna
as
do a
many
suicide
of them.
I'm gonna do a suicide of the water drop.
Yeah. Please, that'd be really good. What if you took a water? How big is the wooden container with the?
It's maybe like it's a rectangle.
It's a rectangle.
So maybe
Okay.
it's like 14 inches wide by a
Okay.
foot.
Okay.
It's like 14 by 12 probably.
Okay. So what I would suggest is actually just take the whole box to your local AMC theater to London, Ontario, and go straight to the fucking Coke freestyle machine, and like literally do shit until someone arrests you. Like I would like what a cool.
Mom, I can't come back to the States.
I
because
can't.
I was.
I water dropped the Coke freestyle machine. It's really fucked up. Their new prime minister came and arrested me personally.
Yeah, I got.
Got.
So I checked into the hotel. I came upstairs.
Yes.
And I put all my things down. I opened my bag. I sat down in the chair, and then I thought better of it, and I got out of the chair because like hotel chairs are weird. And then I looked at the television, and it said, "Welcome, Nathan Grayson."
Oh,
I said, "Well, now hold on, that ain't me."
I mean,
That ain't
so fucking
So
funny.
then I thought about it, and I was like, "Well, I don't know if it matters particularly, you know." Then I tried to log into the Wi-Fi using my name and the room number, and it said, "Well, that's not you. You're not in this room." And I said, "Okay, so it is actually a problem." So I had to pack all my shit back into my bags, go downstairs, and say, "I'm not Nathan Grayson." And they said, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "There's a Nathan Grayson who I guess is coming on this trip from Aftermath, and there is me, Nicholas or Niki Grayson." And they said, we see the error.
We see the error.
So
Now,
then they moved me.
Oh, they moved you? Okay, they moved you two rooms down.
2 rooms down. Yeah.
Now, is your room discernibly different from the one that
It's the exact same.
It's the exact same. Okay.
It's the exact
Because I was about to raise holy hell that like this fucking media bias for Aftermath, just like giving them so much like cool shit and access and free stuff. I was like, they probably put a water drop box in Nathan Grayson's room.
Nathan's room. Yeah, no. And there was a water feature in there. He had 3 beds.
They already had Coheed playing for him when you go in there.
Got in there. Yeah,
which is like, come on.
It was functionally the same. I will say my view is better, but the bar on that is pretty low.
Yeah. That's really funny. I mean, I feel like you just privately, many of us have joked about the in Grayson of it all multiple times. But it's like it snuck up on me. It's like I just was like, that's a funny comedy joke, and then it literally happened.
That's the first time, and I talked to him about it yesterday. That's the first time we have been confused, because we are obviously
very different.
We are very different people, appearance wise and just like vibes wise. We're just different people.
Yes.
But to a hotel. It's just fucking letters, ain't it?
It's just letters, yeah.
So, I can see how it happened.
Yeah, really funny, funny. Yeah, you sent me the photo yesterday of just like the little digital thing on your TV, I guess. It just said, "Welcome, Nathan Grayson," and I lost my fucking mind. It's just so funny, so good. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your time in London, Ontario. I can't wait to talk about it.
I'm going to go to a big park later today.
Okay, that sounds fun.
It's my plan.
Okay. I mean, I've seen photos of the city. I hope it's fun.
I'm crossing my fingers.
Fingers crossed. No, I'm sure London, Ontario is... Who am I kidding?
You don't have to say
the
stuff.
London, Ontario Tourism Board isn't listening to this.
You don't have to say stuff you don't mean.
Do something for your city.
The mall,
London,
the mall that the DE office is in is literally the most dead mall I've ever been in my entire life.
Ooh, wow.
And it's dead for multiple reasons,
Yeah.
But the chief among them is that there are places where it looked like they shut down for the night on Sunday and then never came back. You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's a
yeah, yeah.
combination of like
Yeah.
this used to be a place and it's not there.
It's
But there
also
is a
frozen
pub.
in time or
Yes,
something.
there was
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
pub in the mall called I think the Fox and the Hound or something similar.
Something, yeah.
And it has all the shit inside of it. They literally left for work, left work one day and then never came back.
Just we were like, nah, we're done. Cool.
And then at the end of the mall, in the what used to be clearly the two anchor stores, which like $1,001 to whoever can tell me. I've asked $1,001 to whoever can tell me what stores those used to be. Because I'm desperate to know before they tore them out and put an office inside of it.
Yeah.
It's just digital extremes, and you walk in, and it's just like that's just what a video game studio looks like in there.
Sure.
Yeah, and then you go outside,
Is there...
and it smells like Subway.
Okay, so there's a path to get into the mall from the DE office. Can you say that?
You have to walk through the dead mall to get to the office because it is at the far end of. Okay. I don't know how else to explain
Okay,
it. Is
that's crazy.
It's just in the mall.
Okay.
The same way you go to the mall and you're like, it's time to go to the Best Buy at the mall. You park your car in the mall parking lot.
Right.
You walk in through the mall doors. You walk past the movie theater. You walk past the Subway.
Correct.
You keep going, and then it is the Digital Extremes office in the mall. Also in this mall, camera store, strip club.
No way.
Yes.
In the mall?
It's like it's on the out. So the mall is a city block.
Okay.
It's called City Plaza, and on the mall, the DE office is I guess on the northeastern corner.
Okay.
On the southwestern corner, there is a camera store and a gentleman's club. On the southwest.
Now D goes to, they do lunches there every day, right?
There, yeah.
Just lunches.
They're calling it the Magic City of the East.
Now, in fairness, Digital Extremes does sound like a pornography website.
A pornography studio. That's true.
Yep. So it would track. Wow, that paints a picture.
More specifics about the things that I have seen at the Tenno convention.
We can talk next week. Yeah. Until then, we should probably talk about Banana. Let's talk about Donkey Kong Bonanza. Have you had a chance to play much of this game?
Yes, I am in the process of walking out of the first area, not the first tutorial zone.
Yeah, but like the first big new area,
the first lagoon zone.
Yeah.
And I need to be clear. I've probably put in 3 hours, which I think is like is 3 times as much time as Nintendo expected a person to take for that beginning part, because I am just destroying the entire level.
Correct.
Like I find myself having destroyed a chunk of the level, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm playing the objective anymore. Probably I should run around and play the objective, and then I do one segment of the objective, and then I'm going back to destroying them out because it feels good.
Because it feels good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little further in. I could not put this game down last night in bed.
Hell yeah.
And I was up a little late. I'm 3 levels deep past the main tutorial. Things I love about this game. It takes about a minute to start smashing shit.
Yep.
There's no big cutscene. There's no real. It's like, okay, there are monkeys that are mining, and the strongest monkey of them all is your friend Donkey Kong, and then immediately you're just punching shit, which is great. That's awesome. There is a loose plot here. Who cares?
Yeah, whatever.
The gist is essentially, and the trailers have given this away to some extent, so I don't think this is whatever. There's a rival mining company that's evil, and they're going to the center of the earth. They turned a little girl named Pauline into a rock. You basically free her from a rock confines, and she loves to sing, but she's scared to sing in front of other people.
Mm-hmm.
And so Donkey Kong, and I think this is a wonderful characterization. Donkey Kong is basically just her hype man and beatbox of just like, it's time for me to keep some rhythm for this little girl and hype her up so she
Yeah.
can sing and stuff, which is like heart clutchingly cute
Yeah.
to me. Like,
Yeah.
it's really good. Um, this game is really fun. I want to try to not make this about like business and blah blah blah, because I think I've said a bunch of shit about like this game should have been a launch title that like I don't know if I really mean from any sort of business perspective, but from a very personal perspective, this would have fucking hit a month and a half ago. I
No,
would have
for
really
real.
loved to have had this game
Yeah.
at the
It
launch of this
is.
system, because this game actually got me really excited about the future of Switch 2 much
Yeah.
more than Mario Kart World.
I understand why they timed it this way. Also,
I do too.
It also doesn't matter. Like
Right.
it's one of
It
those
doesn't
things where
matter.
it's
Again,
like
yes, it doesn't matter.
because of they know that the tail of the first Switch was so fucking long
Yes.
that they were selling copies of Animal Crossing. They're still to like 4,000 people are probably going to buy Animal Crossing New Horizons today.
Legitimately.
Right?
Yes.
Like it doesn't matter,
It doesn't matter.
right?
It doesn't matter.
They are an aberration.
Yes.
So the only people who a weird staggered release calendar matters for is people
Yes.
who are adherent to said release calendar. Most people.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, this game would have gone crazy last month, but also I'm deeply amped that I have it.
That's so
now.
good. It's
It is
really good.
I think I said this after, and I don't remember I don't remember when or on what I said this.
Yeah.
But this is the most Disney Nintendo has ever been, and by which I mean like the like narrative conceit is the most Disney it's ever been.
Yes.
The way that it is directed is the most Disney Pixar WDAS like Walt Disney Animation Studios it's ever been.
Yeah.
The adherence to music and like the importance
Oh,
of
man.
music is the most Disney
Really
it's ever
good.
been. And
Yeah.
I say this from a place of respect and reverence. Like it is not a knock because I do think that there is deep value in metering a story in that way because fundamentally, like you said, the bones of the story they're not like
They don't matter.
it doesn't fucking matter, right?
No.
Like
No.
the things that it is telling you,
Yeah.
which is like, oh, friendship is meaningful. Sometimes you need a person in your corner to support you. Isn't it fun to destroy things? Also,
Isn't
a
it
little bit
fun
'cause
to
you're a
smash
child?
shit?
And,
Yeah.
like, that's good. Like I think, like actually, I think that's fundamentally good.
Yeah.
So I'm amped about it. I think it looks crazy. Like I think
Yeah.
it is maybe one of the best looking games they've
It's
put
a
out.
really, really
I'm-
good looking game.
I'm loath to bring this up, but like I was thinking recently about how everyone and their mom told me that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 looked good. And I'm like,
Well, you and I
I'm
agree on
looking-
this, though.
Yeah,
you
no,
and I
no, yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Yeah,
But, like,
we don't
other
think that game
people-
looks good.
the game looks like shit, and other
Yeah.
people, I think everybody else actually, say that game looks good. And I just want you to look at both of those video games
Put them side by side. It's not
and
close.
tell me which video game you think looks better,
Right.
and understand also that Donkey Kong Bonanza is a Switch 1 game, right? Like it is a Switch
Yeah.
1 game that has been up-resed and is
It's
yes
been
taking
up-resed.
advantage of the fact that the Switch 2 is more powerful, but it's like
Sure.
it is a game that was developed almost entirely for the Switch 1.
Yes.
And like you can't those like the games look night and fucking day. Like it is
Yeah.
remarkable that we are at the point. At no point did I look at the ghost. John's door. I know Anne opened the door. I know for a fact Anne opened the door, but the hallway is darkened. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
it is.
early. And the door, from my perspective, if you're watching the video on YouTube, it just opened. It was closed and it just opened.
And I have to tell you something. I also knew for sure that it was Anne who was on her way to go see her mom in Hot Springs. But But there was a moment where I was like, I looked over at my screen, and it was spooky. Like it was a little spooky. I'm like,
Dude, that's real.
I normally see her like her arm or
Yes,
something, and
the
it's like,
hand. Yeah, there was none
no,
of that. The
she
door
did a
just
very
opened.
good job. Yeah,
It was completely closed, and now it's just
and now
open.
it's just open. Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I have found myself stopping and looking at this thing, and it is a testament to the fact that the screen is good, the
screen's
video
great.
game looks good,
Feels good to
like the fact
play.
that it has HDR is
Yep,
like goes crazy on it. Like
yep.
it is one of the best video games, the best looking video games Nintendo has made.
Yeah.
And I think that also
and and
goes a really
and the
long
and
way.
the and the game is in perpetual motion.
Yes.
Like it's not quite like Hi-Fi Rush and it's like
Yeah.
rhythmic, but it's
It
not
is.
far. Like
It's
there's a
rare like.
lot happening. It is rare like in a lot of
Hmm.
ways. Yeah.
Which is like
Um.
which understandably, right, when you're
Yeah.
pressing the big reset button on Donkey Kong, your first guy.
Pull from
Yeah.
pull from the hits, pull from like what's good. And I think like from a music perspective, first of all, we have to re-emphasize this. This was built by the Super Mario Odyssey team.
I
This
can't
this
believe
this
there was a
game
time where people
is
were like, "Oh, we don't know who's
we don't
making it."
know. We don't know.
You
Here's the thing.
fools.
And this is reductive, but it's like if you're like, I cannot believe they have not made Super Mario Odyssey 2. Just buy this game because it is
Mhm.
essentially mechanically it has got some other stuff going on which we will
There's
talk
a
about,
skill tree.
but I like from a fundamental kind of vibes and like like down to the fucking menus,
Hmm.
down to the clothes shop,
Hmm.
down to kind of the way side bananas are
Hmm.
structured instead of side moons.
Hmm.
Like these games are in, I
It
think,
is
direct conversation with each
it is
other.
also even down to like the tone. I got a moon last night. Nope, a
Yeah.
banana last night
Yep.
that was called the ceiling of the floor.
Yes. Right.
And I was like,
They all
that's
have
just that's
names.
they are all
They
named with the same
yeah.
cadence and the same like
Like
flavor of comedy
these are the same
as
creative
Odyssey.
people that made these
Yes.
two games, and it's
They've
like
and it's just it is
they've
an
they've
evolution of that.
they've traded. I'm gonna become this other thing for a moment to solve a puzzle. To I'm going to use the environment in 12 different ways
Yeah.
to solve problems,
And
which is really wild.
it has it's I yeah, I think it is again, I haven't played very much, but I think it is like it is so clear that it is an evolution of that. It has
Yes.
the same like movement extension tech, like which
Yes.
I was
100%.
very bad at in Odyssey, but I actually feel way more competent at the
Oh,
kinds of extension stuff.
it's way
That is,
simpler here.
it's really
It's
simple.
it's less about frame perfect tricks and more about just using every tool in your arsenal.
Yeah,
I mean, which is really different.
Jesse Vitelli, we gotta have that dude on the
Yeah,
podcast.
we do.
But Jesse,
Yeah, we do.
but Jesse Vitelli, last night or maybe this morning, posted a clip on Blue Sky that is just the. I think the caption is like, "If you give me a 3D platformer, I am going to figure out how to sequence break your video game," and it's just him like lining up. There's like an entire like bit of the level. He like pans the camera to the left, and you see where you're supposed to go.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he
yeah.
looks at the he's looking at the gap and he's like, well, I'm gonna press the buttons 3 times and I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
skip the entire thing. And I
Uh-huh.
looked at it and I was like, yeah, that's just how
That's how this
that's
works.
exactly what you did in Odyssey also,
Yep.
right? Like it
Yeah.
is the same throw the hat, do the dive jump,
Yep.
do the
Yep.
roll, like it's the same shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's good. I can't wait to play more.
Yeah, I think it's really good. I think I have played a couple of boss fights. The boss fights are really clever
Mm-hmm.
in a way that I don't think I fully expected. I think they start really, really, really simple, and then the first like actual big named boss that you fight, I thought was actually very, 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 very clever in a way that I don't even think any of the Mario Odyssey bosses ever were.
Yeah.
So that's an exciting thing. Um, yeah, like getting clothes for this ape is fun. They do different things. There is a skill tree, like Nikki said. So if you want to increase your hearts, whatever, your punch strength, your rock surfing length, all of that stuff is available to you. Um, I going back to kind of what they've pulled from. They have really created their own vibe and world for Donkey Kong and Pauline that it would not surprise me if it is actually in direct conversation with Super Mario Odyssey. Like,
Yeah.
if this game ends with like a tease for Super Mario Odyssey 2 back on the surface, like I would not be surprised. Not that I need that, but it's like it just seems like it's in that conversation. Um, I also think it's really neat that they have pulled from Rare. They pulled from the original arcade game. They've pulled a little bit from the Game Boy game that I think is really good, with the music, with bonus levels. I played my straight up like my first straight up Donkey Kong Country level last night as a bonus. You could still destroy everything, and then mechanically you still need to like use the toolkit that Bonanza gives you
Yeah.
to get all the bananas and these little bonuses, but it is constructed like a Donkey Kong Country level. It's all really, really, really fun, rewarding stuff.
In level
And
7, they give you a big gun, which I am excited about.
yeah, Donkey Kong
But yeah.
gun. Yeah.
No, I think
Thank you.
it's sometimes I think like as for as much shit as I love to give the Nintendo company,
Yes.
they're the only ones doing it like them.
They are.
Which is to say that like they when they make a game, they do not concede, and it is to their detriment. I think actually increasingly more than
Yeah.
it is to their benefit.
Yep.
But they do not concede to external ideas or external preconceptions about how a video game should be constructed. Nintendo makes Nintendo video games. In the case of Mario Kart World, I think that is actively to the detriment of the video
I agree.
game. Like I don't
Yes.
I've cooled I already wasn't hot on it, but like I've not thought about that game in a
No.
minute.
No.
And on the other side of the coin is this: there is nobody making 3D platformer puzzle
No.
RPG
No. Like fucking
games
imagine
like this.
imagine another studio making this game. I can't.
Yeah,
I really
it's
can't.
not. It isn't possible. And
Yeah.
I think there are. I every time anybody tries, right? Like you get a ukulele, which ostensibly was from like ideas wise was from the same people who made Banjo Kazooie and Donkey
Right.
Kong 64, who
Yes.
had left Rare, and it's like it does not hit the same, right? Like, and it's not just because they don't have the license anymore. It's just like we've gotten
No.
so far, and Nintendo has continued to make the things that they make, that they know how to make
Correct.
the things that they make.
Yeah.
It would be like there is an expectation on the thing that they make, that it would be like going to McDonald's and then asking why the salad is bad,
Right.
you know? And it's like that's not what you're at McDonald's for.
Yeah,
Like, you're not going
yeah.
to McDonald's because you
No.
think that the salads are going to be good.
No.
But then when you get a quarter pounder, you're like, well, great job, gang. Like
Good
this
job.
is the thing that you're out here to make.
Yes.
So
Yeah, it feels really good to break shit up. I will. Well, I'll mention. I think my two main frustrations with this game so far. One is that yes, this game looks incredible, but folks, we already have our first performance issues on a Nintendo Switch 2
Really?
game. Yeah.
So I
There-
haven't
there-
run
there-
into
there-
them.
There are moments when you play docked, especially, which makes no sense to me,
Yeah.
where I have felt things get a little chuggy.
So the one thing I will say, the evolution that I will acknowledge that Nintendo has made,
Yeah.
they are definitely now at the point where in 6 months, again, by Christmas time, that shit's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Right? You have to believe that by Christmas time, that shit's not gonna like those performance issues are going to have been patched out. I would like to think that they will have been patched out.
Maybe.
Maybe.
They never got patched out of Pokemon or Breath of the Wild.
No, but they have gotten patched out of Pokemon. Like,
well,
now
Pokemon you mean with the Switch 2 though?
Yes, but
okay.
I'm still.
So you're saying okay? All right, let me try to finish your sentence because it's very funny.
Please.
You're saying that this Nintendo Switch 2 game is about to get a Nintendo Switch 2 patch? Yeah, that's essentially okay. I'm with you now.
That's what I actually think.
You're actually probably not. Honestly, that's probably more accurate than I would like to admit.
I think that this game, they knew that this game probably maybe a third or halfway through was not going to make the Nintendo Switch 1.
Yes.
But I do not know if that was enough time to perfectly optimize it for the Nintendo Switch 2.
Correct. Yep.
And given another 6 months, I think they might get there.
They might. Okay. All right. That's fair.
And
that's fair.
I don't know. Like I almost am definitely wrong.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Sometimes I haven't given Nintendo, a company that I don't believe in, the benefit of a doubt in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So what if I did it right now so I could be embarrassed on December 15th when it hasn't
happened?
It's functionally the same. But you know what?
Yeah.
It's not going to matter.
It's not gonna matter.
Like it's like, well, whatever.
And also, I want to be clear: the issues are not pervasive. It is, I would say, it's akin to Breath of the Wild, where you go into the Korok forest and you're like, oh my god, oh no. Where it's like it's really just in the really specific points, and I would even say the slowdown is not even as noticeable as those games. So it's like this is still a powerful, great looking game, but I am struck that we're already there.
Oh, for sure.
But I do think you're probably right. Is that yes, we know this was a Switch 1 game. We can basically just assume that what we've got here is the Switch 1 version of a game running on Switch 2, which maybe this game runs great on a Switch 1 for the most part, but has some chugs. Has some draw distance issues. We'll never find out. But it's it's an interesting idea, though.
The thing about the Switch 1 was about as powerful as the Wii U. The miracle of it was the fact that you could hold it, which is why it fucking chug-a-lugs in the Korok Forest. But the second they put it on the Switch 2, when they now have overhead, it runs better. Right?
It runs great, yeah.
They're starting, I still think the console's been out for 3 seconds. I do believe that there is still overhead on this thing that they have not figured out yet.
I think that's probably true.
That I think that they'll get to. Yeah. And if they don't,
it's okay.
Whatever.
It's okay. It's whatever. I mean, I'm going to make fun of Pokemon forever for not being able to because that shit should run well. But when you have Tears of the Kingdom or Donkey Kong Bonanza and there's some little stutters, it's like, these games look really fucking good, so I kind of get it. And they're also interesting and good and fun to play, unlike Pokemon games. Anyway.
Boom!
And then the other thing I would say is if you've ever been frustrated by a camera in a 3D...
Oh, yeah, bad news, bud.
A 3D platforming game.
Bad news.
When you're going underground and stuff, cool concept, great concept. You could get real fucking turned around, and the camera is not going to do you a whole lot of favors.
It's the first one.
It does this thing where it kind of removes a lot of the texture and depth of your environment and turns it into kind of this flatter map where you can very clearly tell what is in the foreground and what is in the background between you and the camera. And so it kind of shadows everything, so you can kind of I guess presumably kind of understand where you're going underground. I don't know that there's a better way to do that, but it is also not great. It just you can get kind of turned around if you go real deep, which you're going to because it's just fun to do this shit. Yeah. it's sometimes a little frustrating, I would say.
It's tough because the circle that Donkey Kong can open with any given move
Yeah,
is tighter than the camera can fit in.
that's correct.
Like if you physically imagine the camera having to go into the space, there is
Yeah.
not enough space for the camera to also then be behind Donkey Kong without Donkey Kong filling up the whole screen, which is why I assume they've made that decision to
Yes.
try to flatten it. But yeah, it just feels like an inevitability with
It does to me too. I mean, I think it is an inevitability. Whenever you're gonna just like have your player just go deep underground, unless you are creating, I think, really fleshed out open environments under that stuff that just like. But then you're basically removing the fun of having to destroy everything. Like that's just it's a really fun thing. So it's like it's a good trade-off, but it is one of those things where a couple of times, especially in one bonus area that I'm playing through right now, I have been pretty frustrated with the camera. So
yeah,
but
I have gotten frustrated with the limited area bits of down that I've had to go, but I haven't needed to go that first lagoon zone, the name of which I've already forgotten. There's not really that much down there. It very much is an up level.
it's an up level.
Also you did mention this, but I love that Nintendo was like up and down, huh? Like a lot of our games are in the middle, but then what if you went up or down?
Yeah.
That's kind of the idea that we're gonna run with for the next 5 to 10
few
years.
Yeah. And there's a lot of Tears of the Kingdom in this game. In the sense of like problem solving, in the sense of its openness, even down to like you can build these little like tiny hotels for yourself and get extra hearts that are temporary, like there's a lot of greatest hits kind of stuff in this game, which is great.
It is yeah, it's good. Also, like I can't playing with they probably are having the creative meetings. I'm sure the process of making the video games over at Nintendo sucks asshole. But like the creative meetings, I'm sure are pretty delightful because again, there are not that many companies that have the rich history. The idea of being like, oh, for this level, we're just gonna do a riff on the song that someone wrote. Let me check the calendar. 30 years ago.
Yeah.
30 years ago, someone wrote this song, and we're just gonna kind of tweak it, and then it's gonna hit. So I think that's really cool.
It is really cool.
So play the indie game Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's only for the low, low price of $70 plus $500. You too can play one good game on the little iPad that they gave you.
It's really good. It is really good though. I mean, it's like this is the moment I think very excited. I was excited when I played 4K 60 Zelda. But it's like I've played so much Zelda, so
I still haven't
I
still haven't played at like more than 10 hours of Tears of the Kingdom. I booted it up on the plane because there was a child next to me with a Switch 1, and I wasn't going to really play the Switch.
You were just going to
be like,
really
wasn't.
Hey, tell your mom that she fucked up real bad.
So it was kid in the window, mom, me kid in the aisle, mom in the middle, me in the window.
Right.
They spent about 35 minutes after we took off trying to fight the Wi-Fi. Didn't
win.
work on the iPad. So then the kid did something that is the most I'm aboard Gen Alpha kid thing on the planet, which was he opened the Photos app and just looked at the screenshots that he had taken. Like looked at the screenshots and the pictures that he had taken and was like silently giggling to himself. And I was like, you're having a good time.
Then I think he
remembered that he had the Switch in his bag, and then he pulled out the Switch and started playing Smash. And I was nodding off and reading, and then I looked over and I saw him have the Switch in his hands, and I was like, I'm gonna blow this kid's fucking mind right now. This
Yeah.
Canadian child's mind.
Mhm,
And I pulled up the Switch too. Didn't even look over one single fucking game while I had it in my hands.
Wow.
And then
Wow.
once I realized that, I was like, you know what, fuck you, and I put it away and I kept reading. That's who I am
Yeah.
now. I read books.
Yep. Well, that's good. That's
I've
good.
changed.
That's great.
In the last 2.5 weeks, I basically was like, hold on.
I could read more.
I turned off YouTube. That shit doesn't do anything for me anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blue Sky is nothing to me. I don't have the app on my phone anymore.
Smart.
I have to access it via the web. Like, if I want to get on Blue Sky, I have to use the mobile
web,
version on the web, which
Wow.
fucking sucks.
Which
And
stinks.
it's so
Yeah.
annoying. I don't use it.
Mhm.
And then when I'm on the computer, it basically doesn't work because I've broken so much of it with the extension. What's the extension called? Social Focus.
Yeah,
which is
Social
an extension
Focus.
that Merritt
Yep.
mentioned on Blue Sky a couple of weeks ago. And in the last 2 weeks, I have finished 2 books.
Wow.
Like,
That's really
like
impressive.
I suddenly have time because the computer is nothing to me anymore.
The computer is
my
nothing.
computer is never dead anymore. In the last 2.5, 3
Oh, that's
weeks, my
fun.
computer doesn't die. Like, every time I pick up the computer, it has battery in it because I don't
Good
use
for
it
you.
anymore.
Good for you.
I
This
feel
is growth.
strong and powerful. Can I show
That's
you something?
good. Yeah. Show me.
I
Nikki
forgot
is
I
opening.
bought this. The refrigerator that's underneath
Okay.
the desk.
Nikki's
that I'm
opening
sitting
a
on.
refrigerator. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's in
Okay,
here?
that is. Oh, it is a small paper, to-go container. I'm gonna say,
This place. Can I give you some context as to where?
Yeah.
Where I got it from?
yeah,
On
the
the first
the
night-
strip club in the mall.
On the first night.
It's a chicken Caesar from the strip club in the mall.
On the first night, I was hungry and I wanted some chompies. And this is not a city, so there was nothing available to
Sure.
me. So I
Yeah.
walked down what I think is the main road.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot my AirPods on this trip.
Yeah.
Which I almost had a
Whoa.
fucking. I had a small breakdown on the flyaway bus when
I-
I opened my AirPods case and the AirPods weren't in the case.
I would have been pretty upset about that.
I had
yeah.
a small breakdown, and then
Yeah.
I paid triple what these JLab fucking earbuds cost.
Actually
these
cost.
These are like 25, or maybe they're $30, and maybe I paid double because I paid 60. So I think I paid 60. These are $30 earbuds.
Okay.
But honestly, I literally would have had a mental breakdown on the airplane if I did not have them. So like, I'm okay to
totally,
have spent the $60.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's an emergency. That's health insurance.
It was
Like,
like
that's-
it literally,
no.
like
Yeah.
actually, it would have been
Yeah.
so bad if I did
Yeah,
not
yeah.
have them. Anyway, I'm
Totally.
walking down this street, and they're not. I haven't not had AirPods in a long time, which I understand is like an unbelievably privileged thing to say.
Yeah,
but
sure.
The thing I will admit is that those things are actually maybe the best headphones on the
great.
entire planet.
Yeah, they're really good.
When you're there's a mode in there that's called like adaptive mode where it is ANC, but if it detects that a person is talking
To you, yeah.
it lowers the volume of like instantly. It lowers
Yeah.
the volume of the music and makes it the ANC more transparent so you can hear
Yes.
the person.
Yeah.
These don't have that. So
Yeah.
I'm walking down this street.
What?
I'm walking down the street and a woman says some words to me and I'm like, why can't I hear her? Because I don't understand that I don't have and then I take one of them out. The thing I'm listening to, it doesn't have the thing where you take one of them out and it stops the music. I take it out, I'm still hearing music in the other ear.
Oh my
This
god.
woman asks me for a lighter. She's holding,
Oh.
John, I swear to God, in a loose pile in her hands, the longest cigarettes I've ever seen in my life. In a loose group in her
And
hands.
she's gonna put them together in a big cannon, like shape,
Homer Simpson.
like Bugs Bunny, and just light them all
And
up at the
smoke 'em
same
all.
time. Yeah.
And she goes, do you have a lighter? And I say, no. And then she closes her fist. And then she looks me dead in the eye and she gives me a big thumbs down and gives me a huge raspberry. It felt
That's
like she
awesome.
goes.
That's fucking
It was
awesome.
the funniest thing anybody had ever
so
done
funny.
to me. And I just had to keep walking because I was like, you know what? That's so fair. That is so fair. You fucking got my ass. And then I kept walking, and then I realized that I didn't really know where I was going, and it was late, and I was still hungry. So then I turned around and I had the Canadian delicacy Popeyes.
Oh, that's a Poppies container in Canada.
Incorrect. This
No?
is a
Oh.
Oreo cheesecake
Ooh.
that is now 2 nights old.
Oh, that doesn't matter. It was in your fridge? Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's fine. Where'd you get it though?
I don't remember what it was called. There were 2 children working there.
Oh, okay.
It was lit like a hospital lab.
Welcome to the Cheesecake Embalming Center. we inject the cheesecake with so many confections. God, that's amazing. What did you have at Popeyes?
They have Canadian Popeyes has chicken tenders, but they're called. I want to say they're called chicken poppers. Let me make sure.
There's no way they're called chicken poppers.
Popeyes Canada.
Is your mic on your headphones or on your computer?
It's on my laptop because the microphone on the headphones. They're called chicken dippers.
Okay, I feel like since you put your hoodie up, it's gotten more muffled.
How's
Can you
this?
say something? Yeah, you know what, bud? I think your mic is coming through.
It says right here MacBook Pro microphone.
All I'll tell you is that when you took your hoodie down, it became more clear. I don't know why. Sorry.
Or worse.
Say something again?
Is this better or worse?
It's worse.
It's worse. It's worse.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Worse.
The other one, whatever you had before was okay. But when you put your hoodie up, I think so.
Doesn't make
Sorry.
any sense. I'm looking at it right here. It
I
says
I understand you. I'm just folks at home watching the video, especially. Just tell me if I'm crazy because I feel like that was true. So they're called chicken dippers.
Chicken dippers, and they're just chicken fingers. So I got those.
Oh, okay.
Do
they do spicy in Canada or no?
Yes, and I figure it's the same, but those were not spicy. I didn't have an option.
Okay.
That meal was $10, and they gave me a can of Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Which actually, John, was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
The idea that I ordered from Popeyes and they gave me a can of Coke, which of course they put into a paper bag and it was wet. So then by the time that I got to the hotel, like it was exactly when I got up to the hotel, it broke through the bag and fell on the ground. And nothing else fell out. It was just the Coke. Because I guess of the way that they had organized the bag. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was a can of Coke. Confusing.
Tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. Interesting. Yeah. All right. I received a text yesterday from my friend Patience, who lives here in Dallas, and she said, "You should play." By the way, okay. Yeah, we had a conversation in the morning, and then several hours pass. 3:41 p.m. You should play the horsey game. By the way.
Yeah.
And an emoji of horse, girl, and trophy.
Yeah, that's good.
And she said thanks, and I said I just kind of I remember reading these, and I sighed out loud, and I said, "What is it? The name? I haven't bothered to look."
Yeah.
And she said, Musume, Pretty Derby.
Yep.
And I was like, okay. So I looked it up. It's free. So I downloaded it. Okay, it's free.
Free, quote unquote.
It's free. She said, I haven't paid anything for micro or gambling, whatever either. Blah blah blah. And then in that 5-minute period, I had already fired up the game, and I had run the first race.
Yeah.
And I said, damn. So you just dress up a girl and let her rip?
Yeah.
And she was like, my honest understanding of how the systems work and how you get going is actually pretty loose. But you don't actually choose outfits as much as I'd like. It's like choosing training methods, watching the races. The races are really good. And I realize that it's a gacha game. And then 10 minutes later, I just sent, you shouldn't have shown me this. Because I will say I spent about 2 hours yesterday afternoon playing this game.
Yeah.
And it actually is fucking cool.
No, yeah,
you specifically, because it is an intersection of interests that, like, I'm like, okay, horse girls, like, sure, like, whatever, it's fine. But then you're like, oh, actually, like, you're gonna have these live commentary, like Kevin Harlan level in NBA 2K, live commentary simmed? Hello? Yeah. All the lights are blinking in my head.
Yeah, yep.
Simmed races where you're just trading these girls and just like, it's like a fucking Beyblade. You're just letting them rip and go, and it's like actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I watched Eric Van Allen and Jesse Vitelli play.
Yeah.
Probably 3 hours of this game combined.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot. I need to be so clear. A lot of it's still very inscrutable to me.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of am approaching it from the perspective I am, which is sometimes I go into this Discord and then they're playing it, and it's kind of like watching TV.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
it kind of is like watching TV. Like, I click it on, and then I'm vaguely paying attention, and then a race will start, and I lock in. And then like, which one am I rooting for? Which horse do I want to... Sakura Bakushin O? Okay, I love Sakura Bakushin O.
Yes.
One of the horses in the game is named after a real alive horse. Did you know this?
No.
There's one of the horse. Let me see if I can find the name of it. Uma Musume. Okay, there's a horse named Haru Urara.
Okay.
Who is a real horse.
Okay.
And whenever she wins or something, again, the specifics
Unclear.
in this game I cannot learn.
I will not learn.
Will not learn. It could.
Yeah.
Choosing not to.
I get it.
Whenever something happens in the game, she gets more hay. The real
That's
horse.
Great. That's
the
great.
The real horse gets more hay.
That's
so
great.
There has been concerted efforts amongst the community to get that horse to win more races. So she was going to have more hay than she could ever have anything to do with. She's a horse.
Yep.
But now she has bushels and bushels and bushels and
bushels. So much hay for her. Good job.
Which is really cool. Again, this is one of those things where all these fuckers call it sports ball, and they fundamentally don't understand that actually they just like sports.
They just like sports.
You simply like sports, and it's okay.
Folks, this game it's got some fucking depth to it. I went through my first training exercise, race, and all that stuff that they'd send you through the tutorial, and they're like, yeah, your horse girl, yeah, she got a little bit of speed, a little bit of stamina. Also, her dirt aptitude went up.
Hell yeah.
Dirt aptitude? I can get my horse girl better dirt aptitude? I went back to patience and I just, in all caps, I said, dirt aptitude? Question mark. And she comes back and says, yeah, you gotta like train for like rain and snow and conditions. Yes. And I'm just like, this is just sports. This is a sports game.
Yeah.
This is a sports game.
Yeah.
It is, I have to be honest, aside from the wrapper it's imperceptible to Road to the Show mode and MLB The Show.
Yes. Yeah, it's the same.
Not different.
It's not different at all.
It is not different.
They are the same. They are the same game, except for the monetization model.
Yeah. Yeah. All you fuckers like sports.
You just like sports.
You like sports. Okay. It's fine. We're here to welcome you into we're here to welcome you into the group. It's all right. You could just like sports.
Yeah. But I think there is, as part of the larger capital C, capital W culture war,
Yeah.
right? We are disincentivized from liking things that are quote on the other side.
Sure.
But like, which makes it, I think there is a read of this that is particularly insidious, which
Yes.
is that like this, I think it's Psy Games, which is
Yes.
crazy.
Yep.
Makers of Blaze Blue, right?
Yes,
Is that true?
I believe so.
Let me make sure that's true. Sorry, Grand Blue. Fuck
Grand
you.
Blue. Yeah,
Whatever.
not Blaze Blue.
Whatever, same shit. Come up with a different name for your video game. You know?
I know, I get it. Dragalia Lost, they did that as well.
Yeah. So, I think there is it's really smart, but I do think part of it is insidious. There is we've identified this soft spot in the market, which is people who say out loud that they don't like sports, but very obviously would like sports.
Would
if
like
was
it.
presented to them in a way that didn't, frankly, just scare them because they didn't understand it.
Right.
But
because real people have stories and they get better at things that they train
yes,
to
like,
get. Yeah,
like,
it's just
yes, exactly.
Very, very, very
and it's
funny.
like,
Anyway,
if you don't think that it is more, this is the part where I get hung up because there are people who are going to stay in the fucking horse girl bubble.
Yes.
And it's like, for sure. But what if those people were real?
right.
And had real lives and real relationships and real families, and the choices that they made had ramifications amongst other people.
Yeah.
What? That's better. It simply is just better than the computer horse girls that live in your phone.
Yeah. What if like you do team races? You could do 2 team races in Uma Musume. What if the most popular horse on one of those teams was, side stories like a bad rapper, but it was really funny.
Yep.
But anyway, was on that team forever, and then just decided that they just kept losing. This team kept losing, and so they wanted to go join the most successful team. And then guess what happened? They still didn't win it. And so what happens is that beaten down and bloodied and sad, that horse returns to the original team to finish off their career. That's just Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
Real basketball player.
You forgot the part about where the horse destroys one of its legs and instead of
that's
pushing it
true.
out back to shoot it,
Trains to come back
and become
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Like,
It's all sports, folks. It's okay.
All sports. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can just start with something small. If you're afraid of sport, just watch the WNBA.
Yeah.
Which I guess actually is more complex than any of the other, because they're fighting in the WNBA.
Which
in a
is,
way that they're not
folks,
in a way that they're not in other sports. So maybe
you're not you know what, you're not gonna hear this on Katie Nolan's show or Michelle Beadle's show. You might hear it on Katie Nolan's show. That's especially if Dan Soder shows up. But yeah, that's also part of it. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Like, can you imagine if you watch the NBA players come in with their crazy outfits and every third person was just like, I want to fuck Russell Westbrook so bad.
Yeah.
It's like, that's so great. That's just really good.
Yeah.
I wish it was more like that. Anyway, played this game. The scale of Uma Musume Pretty Derby is so far beyond what I expected it to be when I fired it up or when I heard people talking about it. It is a deeply menu-based game, but it is the amount of content for a free game is, I would say, on the par of something more like a Genshin Impact, which is big. Like, that's a big thing. You can do a lot in that game without spending any money. Which I think is neat. Now,
which again, but then you think about it for more than 2 seconds as to how and why they're able to give you John Warren so much video games,
so much, right?
And it's because there is someone who is maybe even 4 houses down from you, who has already spent $500 American on the horse game, and that's why you get the game for free. Like,
might even live behind me.
They might.
Yeah,
and that's how they get you.
That's how
not
they get
you
me.
specifically. That's how they get other people.
I know. Yeah. It's weird, but I agree though. Like, if you really like this game and you like the systems in it, talk to one of us about sports. We're here for you.
Yeah, we're
Well,
here for you.
we can make recommendations.
We're here for you.
We're
You
here
should go
for
listen
you.
to Casuals with Katie Nolan, which is a great
Good
show.
podcast, sure.
There are so many avenues for you
Yeah,
to get it real.
yeah.
There's a baseball player right now named
Mm-hmm.
Cal Riley, and his
Mm-hmm.
gimmick is that his ass is fat,
Mm-hmm.
and he
Yeah,
hits home runs
he
really
hits home
far.
runs. Yeah.
That's his. That's his character.
Yeah.
Is that he has a fat ass and
Yes.
hits the ball good.
Yeah. There's a pitcher right now who is a closer, and a closer, for those who don't know, is the person that basically the gatekeeper at the end of a game that essentially ensures a victory or actually concede, like, is the reason that you lose the baseball game. Named Bummer.
Yep.
A guy who can lose a game and has is named Bummer. It's great. It's awesome.
Nothing better.
Sports are great. Go watch sports. Hey, did you know that Roblox has new age verification services that teens are supposed to take video selfies of, but an AI is going to basically judge whether or not a kid's old enough?
Yep. For all those 13-year-olds who have government IDs, this is gonna really hit. Did you see the interview where Megan Farakmanesh at Wired was like, "Do you understand that kids don't have IDs?" And she goes, "Yeah, that's gonna be a problem in some regions like the United States."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, in some
What do you
regions. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Whatever. Like there, I feel like we were really close to having a moral panic about Roblox in a way that did something about it, and we got real close.
It passed. We got really
and
close.
then it passed, and then it passed. So it, like, kind of is like, I don't know, a little bit. I don't care, like, which is probably not a great stance to take, but like, if you think Roblox is bad and you have a child, don't let your kid play Roblox.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
If you have a kid and you let them play Roblox, kind of the way I feel is whatever happens to them on there is what happens to them on there.
Like, Nikki, on the record, if your kid gets trafficked, they get trafficked. You know?
It's just like, don't let, if you're afraid of that, don't let your kid use it.
I have, like, I think a more I mean, it's like, yeah, I definitely don't feel. I get the whatever of it. I don't feel that because I do have friends who have kids, and I have talked to them.
And I
think I know you are. I know you are. I know you are. But I am also saying, like, I think before I really talked to my friends about this, I kind of felt the same way of just kind of like, listen, like, you're a parent, like, whatever. The problem is that when these kids go to school,
yes, the social value of not playing Roblox is detrimental.
It seems devastating right now.
Yes,
and it's like, and that's why this is like, it would hit if some government entity, I don't know which one, because all I see right now is kind of the current government being hand in hand with the vibe of Roblox right now.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, yeah, let's shut this shit down, because can you imagine 25 years ago being told that, like, a free platform marketplace where children can legitimately be put in harm's way just has no parental controls or, like, verification? Like, 25 years ago, I can't imagine it, really.
Yeah.
I really can't.
The thing that I question is it just a law of large numbers thing?
Yeah.
Where now the accessibility of it, by which I mean all of the kids have phones that can do Roblox.
I know. Yes.
As opposed to, I have heard many stories of people your age, John, and a little younger, but not particularly my age. I think, like, our age gap is, I think, where this kind of person exists. Where it is kids hanging out in adults only, ostensibly, quote unquote, adults only chat rooms on AOL.
Okay, I was going to almost immediately correct myself and being like, Hey, John, you definitely did sext with a Chili's waitress when you were like 15 years
Yeah,
old
so that's what I'm
on
saying.
a chat
So
room.
so
So it's like, you know,
I think like these
sorry, hey, ma'am. Also, sorry.
sorry, it's
That
okay.
stinks. Hey,
That's
that
whatever.
stinks. I hope
That
you're
stinks. It's
regular. I
whatever.
hope you're regular.
She's probably
She's
regular.
probably regular. I hope you're doing well.
The thing that I'm trying to get across is that like I and I, the needle that I you have to thread on this conversation is so
Yeah.
close to making it a personal responsibility argument,
Yeah.
which is
Right.
like not what I mean. Like
I
so
know.
deeply is not what I mean because the systems should be in place that this thing should not exist fundamentally,
Well, but
right? Like
but
Roblox should not have exploded to the point where we are here.
but
However,
but be a parent.
yes, for sure, be a parent, but also there are. This is not a new problem. There have
It's
been
not.
kids lying about how old they are to access
Forever,
things that they
forever,
should not
forever.
be
For
accessing
booze, for
for the
sex,
entire
for
yes
cigarettes, it
for
doesn't
the
matter. Right, right.
entirety of the existence of the idea that children are less powerful, less
Yes.
strong, less intelligent adults. Right.
Great.
The problem is now not actually that like you have to interact with a real person about it, right? Like
Right.
if you're 14 and you have an obviously fake ID and you try to go to a bar, the responsibility for protection is on the bouncer who was like,
Right.
go the fuck, I'm taking this ID from you.
Right.
I'm calling your parents, go the fuck away.
Right.
You're a child.
Yeah.
That protection does not exist on the computer as it exists now.
No.
The walls that need to be instituted are those protections.
Yep.
But to your point, John, we are not in a moment culturally where
No.
anybody is invested particularly in the idea of
No.
instituting those protections from a federal
No.
level, from a state level, from a local level,
Well,
and absolutely not from a platform level because
no.
they are incentivized to continue to have the children access the shit that they are not supposed to because that's where the money comes from. And that's why Capcom is like, damn it, wouldn't it be sick if we let 15-year-olds make Yakuza games
Right.
in Roblox? That would be
Right.
sick, right? We
That'd
should
be
let
sick.
people do that. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, like we're not going to get anywhere if the actual big hitters
Right.
are looking at these platforms and calling them
We
opportunities.
got to have some of that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Then like yeah, it's tough.
It is tough, but I think we would be remiss not to kind of mention kind of the flip side of this moment where Valve basically admitted that they have been pressured very recently from payment processors to remove adults only games from their platform, which is like a very new development, and so we are having this kind of like parallel, incredibly, frankly, right wing dystopian thing of. Well, it's actually kind of chill if kids are for real in harm's way.
Yeah.
Because what we're going to do is we're going to make up a thing over here about consenting adults doing porn, doing OnlyFans, doing Patreon, doing making adults only video games. We're going to make up this idea that actually the degradation of society is over there, and it's not in the complete it's not in the complete deregulation and depersonification of like our entire populace, starting with kids for some reason.
For sure. It is, and it is like that simply is just how fascism works.
Yeah.
Right. Like you poison the well on all sides.
Right.
You remove it. It is multi-fat. They've taken the fluoride out of the water in Utah.
Right.
They're,
Right.
In 5 years, the kids in Utah will
their
not
teeth
have
are going to be
teeth.
Yeah, they're going to be completely fucked.
Like, and it feels crazy.
Right.
That like we are simultaneously it's just it's a shotgun approach. Like where are you supposed to focus your energy because all of it is falling apart.
Yeah.
But like to your point, it is they are dangling keys over here, so you are distracted from the other keys that they are dangling over here.
Yeah.
And that's the part of me where it's like, gang, listen. if your goal, your dream, is to have your kid not be exposed to this stuff,
Yes.
you have to figure out ways where you're putting your kid in situations where they can succeed and grow socially, in environments where they do not have to play Roblox in order to feel safe and comfortable.
Yeah.
And you need to like have relationships and conversations with your friends
Yes.
as parents, where you are like, hey, do you understand the ramifications of the things that we are putting in front of our children? Because if you don't, then like I don't know if we can.
And I've been pretty loud about it. I mean, like, ever since I saw my brother-in-law, like, sit one of his kids down in front of like a Minecraft, YouTuber, I wasn't like it seated in judgment, but I was more like, hey, you like pay attention to the stuff that he's watching, right? Because like there are some Minecraft creators that are fucking weird, like this is, it's like I'm just like, do they know? Like when we're like, there is actually a weird duty I feel especially when I read that giant, massive statistical expose of Roblox from a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
something like that. I did immediately feel this obligation to actually like send my friends with kids a message that was like, just so you know, like I if you sit your kids down or like go play Roblox, like whatever, like I get it, like raising kids must be really hard, but this is something that you ought to know that this is happening and like this is not good.
The other half of this, and we maybe don't need to go on it for super long.
Right.
The other part of this like level of like of just accepted negativity that we all kind of like, the latent negativity that we are all kind of becoming accustomed to, that is like deeply unnecessary, exists in like an extreme form in the, we were talking about it in one of the group chats that we're in, John, but the couple that got busted for cheating at the Coldplay concert.
I did want to talk about this. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
By which I mean, like, we are so used. We are directing the. I just read this piece. It's called "Bringing Sexy Back" by Kate. Brother, I read now. Do you understand?
Great.
Like, I'm different.
Congrats.
Now. I remember that I
awesome.
could use my brain and think. It's called "Bringing Sexy Back." Internet surveillance has killed eroticism. We need privacy to reclaim it.
Oh, totally.
I'll send it to you so you can put it in the show notes. But it's by Kate Wagner, in Lux magazine. I don't know what that means. It's Lux.
It's a blog.
It's a blog.
Sure,
folks. It's a blog. At some point, listen. This sidebar, folks. Welcome to the sidebar. At some point, we started calling blogs magazines.
And it's just not. It's like we think it elevates it, but it's like it's just confusing.
It doesn't. There's one magazine on the. There are 3 magazines right now: People, Game Informer, and fucking National Enquirer. And those are the only 3 magazines that exist right now.
Yeah, that's it.
Otherwise,
that's it.
It's a blog. You're just publishing a blog.
Yep.
Anyway, this piece, the crux of the argument, right, is that she's saying that we do not know anymore, because we are so incentivized by these platforms to make our lives into content. We don't know anymore how to be a person who is allowed to make mistakes and is allowed to exist in public and is allowed to do shit that is a little fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, and because that's just a part of being alive, without the fear of being crucified for the sin of existing.
Yeah.
And the Coldplay cheating thing is the thing that they did fucked up and goofy.
So just real quick, if you're not completely perverted like the rest of us that have just been like watching this unfold, there was a Coldplay concert. Deeply funny that it was a Coldplay concert, and they were doing like a fan cam kind of thing of like going through the crowd and finding people. The video that we've seen starts with like this guy and he's got a crown and he's super happy, and then it immediately switches to a couple with one whose arms around the man whose arms around the other, and then when they see that they're up on the big screen, they fucking panic. They completely overreact. They turn their faces. They're embarrassed. They hide. And Chris Martin goes, "Oh, it's okay. Either they're having an affair or they're just really shy, which is incredible. Anyway, turns out that they are having an affair, and we know a lot about these people because now the internet's just different. And everyone immediately was like, oh, here are these public figures. Yo, you don't feel bad for them. They're ghouls. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? There's another world where I just saw that happen. I go, weird. And I talk to like my wife about it when I get home, or like, oh, all my group of friends, what do you think they were up to? And that's as far as the conversation goes. I don't deserve to know anything about any of that shit.
Our social, the again, the rise of fascism.
It's true.
It like instills the idea that it is you specifically's moral obligation to police the people to your left and right.
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy. In this article, she says, what does she say? I'm just gonna read it.
No, just read it.
Punishing strangers for their perceived perversion is a form of compensation for a process that is already completed. The erosion of erotic and emotional privacy through internet-driven surveillance practices we have since turned inward on ourselves. In short, we have become our own panopticons. Which, like the obligation, they don't need, we have the most complicated and the most beautiful surveillance state in the entire world right now. And in addition to it, we all feel a moral obligation to do surveillance amongst the people who are to our left and right as we are already being surveilled by the state.
Yes.
Which is not helpful for anybody.
Yeah. I think all the people that constantly post about other people, they desperately want to be famous themselves, and they also assume that everybody wants the same thing. Yeah. Everyone wants to be seen for, it's like, I don't. I really don't. And everyone should have agency. Is it, I shouldn't even have to make this statement. Is it dumb that this couple that was having a loud affair showed up at a Coldplay concert? Yes. That is dumb. Because the likelihood that someone saw them just randomly, who knows who they are, still pretty high.
Yes.
But that's as far as it should go.
Yes. No, it should not be the responsibility of a person on Twitter
to be an amateur sleuth.
Yes, exactly. To try to Boston bomber figure out their way.
No.
Through the process of who these two people are.
Yeah.
Like that is, it's not. It doesn't matter to you. It's not your life.
You're the same as a true crime podcaster if you think that this was like a cool thing.
Yes.
Like you're the same person. Yeah. Like you are gawking at like a low moment. And it doesn't matter if they were bad people or anything like that. You don't deserve to know whether they were bad people or not. Everyone has this right to a private life. And
to be so
we have
clear,
to deal with stuff.
There is a difference between, like, in this conversation, and I think this is the part that makes it particularly sticky. There is a difference in the conversation between people who are using their status to do predation and active harm to multiple people. So
that's different.
Like abusers and like folks who are doing it. For example, if the person at the center of this was like a U.S. senator, that's different, right? Like that's different. A different flavor.
The journalism around Neil Gaiman's expose. Yes. I'm not talking about that. Like that is very clearly not what I am talking about. Yeah. So but don't get that twisted.
Regular people for whom, like the guy's wife. Can you can you just like for 2 seconds? For 2 seconds, imagine the odds that she found out from not a person she knew that this thing was happening is really high.
Yeah.
So if you are unable to empathize with what that would feel like, then you can't.
Imagine one of the most devastating private moments happen to you. You get told by a complete stranger, and then with no time in between these things, 100 million other people also know this and somehow feel like you need to know it and you need to know
Yeah.
that they know it.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's
It's
really
tough.
gross, actually.
Yeah.
And I do think you're right. I think it is connected to. I think all of this stuff is connected. The Roblox shit, the payments platforms trying to crack down on adult content. It's all weirdly connected, and we should do
Just
something
turn
about
them
it.
off. Just turn them off.
Turn them off.
The internet should exist to deliver three things:
Yeah.
pornography that
Yep.
everyone involved is amped to be involved in.
Super amped. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Holy shit. Yeah.
To
Food?
exchange JPEGs.
Okay.
Yeah,
To exchange JPEGs.
To
Okay.
exchange
Sure.
JPEGs.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe five things. Exchange
Maybe five.
JPEGs. MP4s about how to cook
Mm-hmm.
and how to
Okay.
make stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's MP4s on how to make stuff,
Uh-huh.
and then the delivery of the video game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's about it.
That's it.
Nothing else.
Nothing
we need.
else. Nothing else.
No, we're good. Folks, you can go to vgbs.com/join, and please do that if you want to. You can ask us questions every single week. I think it's going to be time for some hive questions, and we'll get out of here. We're going to start. What did Blackjack Attack know? We're going to start a Blackjack Attack asking, "Hey, read any good books lately?"
Oh, sorry. 1 second. 1 second. Hey, John.
Yeah,
You see
what's
that?
up?
You see those?
Those people, are they okay? Yes, I do see a line.
That's
A
the
long.
line to get into the convention.
Okay, so there's a long line stretching about city block wide or long. Yeah, in front of a parking where I can. What's funny is that Niki is showing me this parking lot, and I can already see a few people really, really terribly parked, which is really funny.
Dude, they don't know what the fuck they're doing in these parking lots. They have
Yeah,
no
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
There's those angled spots over here. Yes.
Yeah, I see
most
that.
of the people were like in 1.5 spots so hard that everyone else also had to be 1.5 spots over.
Tough.
It was
Tough.
crazy.
Tough.
The question was books reading.
Yeah, have you read anything?
I just
Read any good
read-
books?
I just read a book called. I'm really bad at titles. I just read a book called "The Faggots and Their Friends Between Revolutions," which is a book from the 70s.
Okay.
It's a gay manifesto style, like speculative fiction, dreamy thing about what it is, what the world could be like if gay and queer people were not persecuted within an inch of their life all of the time.
Sure.
And in the ways where we are persecuted to within inches of our lives, how we continue to be alive. So that was good. That was a delightful little quick read. I'm reading right now. I actually have 3 books on my person.
Okay.
I am 3/4 of the way through this book, which is called Quietly Hostile, an essay collection by Samantha Irby.
Okay.
She's this just fell out of it.
Oh, your card. Okay.
That was Nathan Grayson's room number.
Oh, that's
9
Nathan
card.
Green. Okay, got it.
So it's an essay collection by Samantha Irby,
Okay.
who is a really funny writer. She's written on a handful of TV shows and Sex and the City, the reboot, and all of that. I haven't started this, but this is Loving Corrections by
Okay.
Anna Marie Brown, which is part of the Emergent Strategy series, which is just
Love
a
it.
book about the ways that we could care about each other. And then I got a book about public pools. It's called
Oh yeah,
Contested
because
Waters,
you
A
went to
Social
public
History.
pool and you were like, ooh, public
Yeah.
pool. That's fun.
And then I was like, there's probably a rich history about those in this country. on
Yeah.
racism.
Yeah.
And I was right.
Yeah.
So there's this book. It's called Contested Waters: A Social History of Swimming Pools in America by Jeff Wilson. Nope, Jeff Wiltsey. Sorry, I thought it was Wilson. The library.
Yeah,
put
they
the
did put
over
a
the
sticker right
letters.
there. Yeah.
But I had to flip it over to find out. Anyway, so that's what I'm reading.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I have not read a book lately.
John,
But
reading bangs.
I agree. Reading bangs. I did read a psych paper about it's like really just really light reading, a psych research paper on why definitions of post-traumatic stress probably ought to be expanded to include animals among vet populations.
Just like light reading,
Because
just regular stuff.
yeah, I can't even really begin to explain to you why I read this, but I did, and it was really fascinating, and I learned a lot about how narrow our psychological definitions of trauma are. We don't have a whole lot of great research language to imply that like smaller traumas can actually build up and cause like PTSD reactions as well. So it's like it was interesting. I would tell you who did the paper. But I don't have it in front of me, but maybe by the time I have show notes, I will share that. Light reading,
Just
it's fine.
regular stuff.
It's regular stuff. Grace, hi Grace. Grace, I won't blow up your spot too much here, but recently did suffer an injury, and asks, worst injury experience? Question mark.
I'm trying to think. I haven't broken anything before,
Damn,
which is
good for you.
knock on wood is a miracle.
Yeah,
The odds on that are feel like for me personally pretty low. So it's like I feel like I'm.
someone talking
I
very
thought
loud outside.
Yeah, I thought it was housekeeping trying to come
Oh,
in,
got
but
it.
it wasn't. I think it's just people
No.
having a conversation.
Yeah,
When I was in 11th grade,
yeah,
maybe it was. I don't remember. It was
Yeah.
early. I was in high school. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter when. I was in high
Yep.
school, and in
Yep.
PE, we didn't. My campus was not really a school. We didn't have. There was a school building, but we didn't have really an outside area. We had a basketball court with 2 hoops, but we
Yeah.
didn't use it to practice basketball because we would go to Pan Pacific Park, which is just a park to practice basketball and
Sure.
do all of the other sports. But we did still have PE on campus sometimes, which didn't really make any sense. And at the basketball court juts up against the parking lot for the church that the school campus was on, unaffiliated. But the
Yes.
church that the school campus was on, and then there was the parking lot for both that and the school.
Okay.
So sometimes we would do PE in the parking lot. Now that, I hear you saying, is fucking stupid. Because it was a live, active parking lot.
Sure.
At one point, we were doing, in PE, some sort of rock, paper, scissors game where if you lost, you had to sprint in the opposite direction that you were facing. And if you got tagged, then you were out. And then it was like a tournament, and you kept shrinking, and then there was a person who won. So my best friend from childhood, Noah, and I were going up against each other, and I lost, I think, and I turned to sprint, and I was running, and I slipped again because it's a live parking lot where you're not really supposed to run. I slipped on like sand or like parking lot detritus that like had come off the tires and slipped and fell, and then Noah's foot, because he was chasing me, stepped on my fingers and drug them across the parking lot, squamshing the skin. Yeah, sorry. Listen,
Tough.
This is on Grace.
Yeah. That's on
Squamshing
Grace.
all of the skin on my fingies sideways. So I got up. It was such a sharp. You know when you have like an unbelievably sharp pain and you don't notice it for a second?
Yeah.
So like I get up and I'm like, well, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And I looked, and then it all came to my hand at the same time, and I fell over again because of how much it hurt. And I looked down at my hand, and it was one of the worst things I'd ever seen. And then I sprinted to the nurse, who was the science teacher, whose nurse qualifications pretty unclear to me, but he did work on, that's right, the Space Shuttle Columbia.
Some kind of qualifications all around in question. Uh-oh.
And then he said, probably you should go to the hospital. So then my mom took me to the hospital.
All right.
And then I didn't even get stitches. I guess because
Okay.
of how fucked up it was, there was not really anything to
To stitch?
back.
Yeah.
So I had to wear condoms basically on my fingers
Yeah, I know.
for
I've seen
days
those. Yeah, I know what those are.
while they
Like
like because
healed.
they moved the skin back and then I had put
Oh.
condoms on my fingers and I had to basically bathe them in iodine so they didn't get infected. It was gnarly. But now my hands are normal, so
Ooh,
nothing
that's
bad's ever
tough.
happened.
I've
So
never
what's your
heard that
best
story.
injury? Yeah. What's your best injury other than when your ankle exploded not 6 weeks ago?
Yeah, that wasn't the worst. I mean, probably breaking the femur and then getting on a flight, a 10-hour
Yeah, that
flight.
one's tough.
Just had
That
never
one's
broken a
tough.
bone and just was kind of like, wow, it's weird that I can't totally move my leg, huh?
Yeah.
And then I was just on a flight for, that was not fun. I think, like, realistically, though, none of it hurt. Like, the thing that hurt the most was when I flew out of my wheelchair in Charleston into those
Oh
ladies'
yeah.
lunch. That
Yeah.
hurt the most because I
Yeah.
sprained both my knees at the same time and also hit them on the pavement. Um, and that
Do you
hurt the
have a
most.
seatbelt?
So I used to have seatbelts on my wheelchairs. I don't
Yeah.
anymore because I told myself this. Okay, go
Uh-huh.
with me on this journey.
Yeah, okay.
It struck me. Don't assume I apply this to driving a car. Okay.
Okay,
I
yeah,
just
no,
because
for
I think
sure.
it's different.
It's different.
It struck me as, do I want to be attached to the wheelchair that is also falling forward, thus dragging the wheelchair on top of me when I fall? Or do I
Okay.
want to be thrown from the wheelchair? Now, I hear what you're saying. Both options don't sound
I
great.
think both are bad.
Both are bad. And you could make maybe an argument, an educated argument,
Yeah.
that staying in the wheelchair, it may anchor you and
Yeah,
pull
I
you
was gonna say,
back.
yeah, the amount of weight required, the weight transfer required to pull the entirety of your
It would have to
assisted
be a lot.
powered wheelchair
It would have to be a lot.
would have to be a lot.
It would have to be a lot.
Do you think a seatbelt would have saved you in Charleston?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Probably. Probably. Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Sprained both my knees. I also once tripped at my parents' front door and fell into a marble corner of a thing and hit my
Yeah.
teeth and mouth.
Yeah.
And that split that, like, you really don't know
Yeah.
pain really until you've, like, legitimately split your lip open, like, for
Yes.
real.
Yeah.
That's one of those
There
things
is-
I was like,
there is so
oh
much
man,
blood in the head.
there's
There is like
so
an
much blood in the head.
unbelievable amount of blood in the head.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
everywhere it can come out is unpleasant. Like
Is
every
unpleasant.
single place it can come out
Yeah.
is unpleasant.
100%.
Splitting your lip open
Yeah.
is miserable. I have split
Yeah.
my lip open like at the
Yeah.
corner, basically, like just gashed it. I don't even remember
Uh-huh.
how. But I thought that it would never stop bleeding.
Right, yeah, that's what it
Like,
feels like, legitimately. Yeah.
And then it hurt because you know what you have to use your mouth for?
Everything.
Every single thing.
Yeah,
Um,
it sucks.
so that was unpleasant. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
So that's
unpleasant.
good. Thanks, Grace.
Thanks. Thanks, Grace. Appreciate it. I hope you do feel better, though.
Yeah.
I hope you do feel better. Oh, 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 ow, 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 ow. Sphinx asks.
Wait, sorry. Canada's flag
Yeah,
is
go ahead.
better than ours.
Oh, by a mile.
And it's not even from like a. I'm talking objective. Like it does not what it means.
No.
Objectively,
No.
I think it is a better flag. I think
Yeah.
I don't like flags that have horizontal lines on them.
They're dumb. They're bad. They don't look
Belgium,
good.
go fuck yourself.
Yeah. No. No, they're
Miss-
bad.
Wait, no, Belgium is vertical. Germany,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself.
Bulgaria.
That's the same one, right?
I think
What's
go fuck
Bulgaria's
yourself.
Bulgarian flag. Flags should have to have art on them.
Yeah.
Bulgaria is Italy's just rotated.
Rotated. Right.
Anyway, sorry, I
Yeah.
just looked outside and I saw the Canadian
No,
flag on top of.
Canadian flag kind of goes.
It kind of goes.
It kind of goes. I agree. What? Bone Chug Actual asks, "What's your Assassin's Creed?" Think Will Ospreay. So, for those who don't know, Will
Great
Ospreay is a
question. That's a
professional
really good
wrestler
question.
who is obsessed with Assassin's Creed. Has a little tattoo on him, and he also has like brand deals with Ubisoft to do branded entrances for his major pay-per-view
This is really
appearances.
good.
He's done
Really
it like
good.
2 or 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good gag.
it's a good gag.
What is? Do you know yours?
Mm, I mean, I think realistically, it's probably like Final Fantasy IX. Like I'd probably come out with like a black mage hat and like a
Yeah, that's
robe
cool.
and be surrounded by all of them and stuff. Like I think that I would that would probably go. I'd probably do that.
Probably Spider Verse for me.
Sure,
I think
cool.
would probably be mine.
Like a lot of different versions of you would come out,
Yeah,
and
like
then
come
like you're,
out
and then like you unmask yourself, and it's you, and then
yeah,
the
and then it's
crowd
me.
pops.
Yes,
That's
yes, yes,
kind
yes,
of
yes.
fun. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's
I
good.
like that. I like that. Yeah, that's really good. Let's
That was good. That's good. Wow,
see. That
that
was
was
actually kind of
awesome.
impressive. Thank
That was
you.
impressive. Congratulations.
Funk asks, "What is the thing you kept trying at and eventually clicked? It took me 2 years to finish Dark Souls and about 12 years of guitar to have just have natural chord voicing."
Oh, that's good. The idea of trying anything for 12 years and having it not work at all in those 12 years and then
That's
still
tough.
doing it is so
That's hard.
foreign to me.
I know. That's hard.
Which is something that I'm trying, like actively I'm trying to change about myself. But
Yeah.
um, I really did. I didn't finish Elden Ring, but I really did like Elden. Like I
Yeah.
liked what I played of Elden Ring after thinking that those games were fucking stupid
Yep.
for a very long time.
Yep.
Um, I'm trying to think. Um, I was not a huge. I really fell. I played a lot of turn-based RPGs when I was younger,
Yes.
and then I was like, well, I didn't actually think those were very good.
Sure. Yeah.
And then when I played Undertale, I was like, oh, maybe these are good, and then I tried again and it didn't work. And
Yeah.
then I played Deltarune and finished it, and I was like, well, maybe I
Maybe
should do it. Maybe I
we
should
should go
try it
back.
again.
Yeah. Maybe I should go back to these.
So I think that might be my thing is that like I do keep trying turn-based RPGs,
Okay.
trying to figure out if I like them or not,
Yeah.
and then sometimes I do and sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
So I think that's my
Uh,
answer.
I think this is like a little bit of a different question than you're asking, Fonk, but I think it's the only answer that really works for me. It's cooking. Like 10 years ago, if you said, John, you need to go make 2 people dinner and like you got to just make do with what's in your pantry and fridge and you can't look at a recipe, I'd be like, what are the words you're saying right now?
Yeah.
That is something I do with frequency now. It's just like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna MacGyver something together and make something that like, not to be a dick, but it's like I would rather eat than go out to a restaurant. Like there are
Yeah,
things that
for
I
sure.
will improvise and be like, that was great. Now, crucially, will I remember that I did that
No.
at a later date? No. Should I write these things down like my mom has done for her entire life?
Yeah.
Yes. So maybe I'll then get good at that of actually writing these things down and like taking those notes. But like, yeah, I used to be a total freak, maniac, weirdo in the kitchen, be really scared, frantic, whatever. I feel like I really kind of know my way around and can put some stuff together now, which I'm very happy. I'm very happy about. We're going to wrap it up with one more question. There are a lot on the cutting room floor. I did not give you all a lot of time, and we also did not give you, we did not give each other a lot of time to do this because I have to actually get to my job here in a second. But Jason asks, this is a question I wish I had brought up during the episode with Grant Stoner, which was an episode that posted last week. It was very good. Outside of games, Is there anything people existing in same spaces as you should keep in mind or be aware of as to not inadvertently make your life more difficult? Now, I'm interpreting that question of just like, hey, what's like being around disabled person 101? Which I think is a great question. Like, legitimately, I think a great question because, like, I think people are, I think people are generally skittish about being around disabled people for various reasons, and I think like a lot of people assume things that may or may not be a problem that aren't or are. I would just say this: like, if you're planning an outing and someone is disabled, think about where that outing is. Is there parking? Is there a step up into the restaurant or venue? Like, not to say that any of that stuff is necessarily a deal breaker, but if there are those things, are the ways that you can like mitigate that. Like, call the venue, ask if there's another way in. Like, actually prepare that stuff so that when the disabled person that you've invited out, they don't have to deal with any of that. Now, granted, I do a lot of that stuff myself. If I look ahead and I see if those things are whatever, and I handle that stuff myself. But like, that's just a nice thing to do. Getting doors, opening doors, like if you can.
That's huge.
Like, I often go ahead and just open doors because I'm just like around people I know and I can do it. But like, if you see someone that's like struggling, just like grab a door. A thing that you shouldn't do, just assume you can touch someone's wheelchair or push them around. Just like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Ask if they're really struggling if you feel like it, but like, don't just do that. I think I mentioned this, but like someone did that to me in March of this year, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Just weird. Just on a sidewalk in Austin. Just like, here you go, brother. Dog, you don't know where I'm going. You don't know what I'm doing. What do you mean, here you go? I'm not on your ride.
Yeah, I'm going to my place.
Yeah, I'm going to my place. I don't know where. And you know what? It's not where you're going, no matter what. So yeah, I don't know. Just like, I don't know. That stuff is easy enough. But yeah, I don't know. We're not weird boogeymen.
No.
But no, I appreciate the question and the thought.
That's
I
a good
really do.
question.
And you know what? I'm also going to brainstorm more and think about it. And if I have a better answer next week or a more comprehensive answer, I will give it to you.
That's great.
Nikki, I'm going to let you go and just enjoy the wonderful town of London, Ontario.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm going to give you your time.
Oh yeah. Oh, thanks. You're gonna give me my time back. Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you your time back.
That's so
all
nice.
4 minutes for
That's
London,
so great.
Ontario.
Thank you so much. Dog, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
Man.
And for folks who saw the video, you'll see it.
That's all of it.
You'll see it. That's it.
That is literally all of it. Like,
that's all.
And I understand, like, I think that I texted John. I was like, what did I say? What were my exact words? Hold on, let me see. Let me see what my exact words were. John Warren. I said, sorry, I just saw the picture of Julia Erman that I sent you.
Oh my God, that was
jump
crazy.
scared.
Yep.
I said that I understand that my historically poor body has blood influenced by rich people in the city of Los Angeles, but I'm shocked. It just like there's nothing. Turns out there's nothing. I'm a big city kid.
Yeah, I know.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
You can't change me, and I'm not wrong.
You can take the kid out of the big city. You can't take the big city out of the kid. No way.
That's true.
All right, we're going to get out of here. Go to bgbs.com/join. Great piece about All in Texas from Colette Arend.
Banger.
Very quickly become our most popular piece that we've ever posted on the website. It's really, really good. I'm surprised we didn't really talk about All In. We had a really good time.
Find time.
We can find time. We maybe do a bonus or something.
You know what? We also don't need to.
We don't need to. We definitely don't.
We're allowed to.
We're allowed to not. Yeah. We're allowed to do stuff, and we didn't make content at the event, which I thought was a great call. and we had a really good time. But yeah, if you want to read that piece from Colette, I think you should do it. MakeYouThink.club. Go sign up for Niki's newsletter, please.
Yeah, it's coming back. It is actually. I know I've said that a couple of times and then it hasn't. But like,
coming
it is.
Back. Anything else you want to plug?
Nah.
All right, cool. Yeah, VGBs.com/join. That's all I got. Let's turn the music back on and let's keep on